Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're doing a Let's Play and early impressions for Ash of Legends VR, a game that was released out of early access yesterday, August 20th, 2024. I actually received a free Steam key through the Steam Creator Connect program to review this game, but I actually received it like 3 years ago, I think it was 2021 if I'm not mistaken. So this game has been in early access for a long time. It finally released out of early access. It normally retails for $14.99, and I'm testing it out on the Meta Quest 3 using Link Cable. Now this is like the hub area for the game, and you can see there's different items, and you unlock them by doing the missions, and unlock weapons as well. You can buy ammo, and once you select a mission, you can go there and change some other things. There's like two different classes. I think I chose the wrong one. I chose the more action-filled one, but I probably should have chosen the bow and arrow. But that's fine. You know what? I don't think it really matters. So we're gonna do Attack City Easy. That's still pretty early on. I think this is like the third mission. So I'm not very far into the game. But I have to be honest with you guys. The reason why I'm doing the review after just 1 hour is that I really haven't been. What's going on here? So I am playing standing. I don't know why my character is so short. Oh, so this is a little different than. So you see part of the problem with the game already. Like, I haven't played it for very long. Hopefully you see part of the problem. Part of the problem is that I am playing standing, but I'm a little too low to the ground. But I guess we'll make do. You can build, and we're gonna go ahead and. You see how I'm having to like. And I don't exactly want to use all my ammo already. But you see the problem with this game already. Maybe you can see the problem already. Is the enemy AI. So. So I already died. I was getting attacked from all sides, and it was just difficult to keep up. But yeah, hopefully you see the problem with the game already. This is a first-person RTS tower defense game. Maybe wave shooter. And just a mention of those things isn't probably enough for some of you to not be interested in this game. Now, I don't want to build too much because it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense due to what the strategy is. Let me go ahead and put this away for now. But you see the enemy AI is pretty bad. They're just basically walking straight. They don't have much combat tactics really, other than The reason they're difficult is just because there's so many enemies. But like I said, unfortunately, this stage is a little different than the early ones, and that's because the goal is actually not to build. Believe it or not, like you might think, oh, the goal of here is to build and defend, but you're actually not trying to do that. You're actually looking for these spores, and this is. Now you can throw the sword. I'm gonna try to walk towards. So okay, there we go. But yeah, that's basically the game. Now, let me show some other things that you can do. Now you can build these. So it reminds me a little bit of Fortnite, just a little bit. And you can just hold, you actually can just hold it down. So you don't have to keep going to the same menu. So there we go. We just keep going higher and higher. Can you take me higher? Yes, yes we can. And then you can jump. And you can also grapple. And we're looking, if we see the map, what we're trying to look for is the spores. And as you can see, there's lots of snipers on the rooftops. You have 9 minutes to find the spores and get to the roof of the tallest building. So first we find the 3 spores. So that's the first thing before we go to the tallest building. I don't know if we're supposed to lay down like turrets here or not. I mean, we could. I don't know that we want to. And you have like a little grapple hook to kind of help you out here. Again, I don't know if we're supposed to. But I'm going to go ahead and lay one down right here. Because why not? And then we're going to put some... Oh, apparently we cannot. Wait, I didn't know there was a restriction against doing that. Nope, apparently we can't do this. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know there were any restrictions on building. Maybe you just can't put stuff on top of a building. Maybe, I don't know. Which is pretty lame, if you ask me. But you see that the enemy AI is not very good, and maybe there's... I will say, to give this game the benefit of the doubt, this level that I'm currently at is very different than the previous levels. The previous levels gave you like time to build. So it gave you, at the start, it gave you indefinite time to build. But after that, it was wave based. If you killed the wave fast enough, you had time to really build. But you see the enemy AI, enemy movements, enemy ragdolls, enemy animations, character models. They're all bad. You know, it's just pretty generic. I mean, I'm glad there's a variety. Like, there's different animals and whatnot, and they have different look, so it doesn't look all repetitive. But they pretty much act the same. You know, there are flying animals. As you saw, there are flying animals, and there's snipers. So there's at least 3 different types of, and there's like a heavy as well. So okay, so now we can go. And by the way, this is full speed here. You push both joysticks forward. But, uh-oh, crap. And I took fall damage on top of everything else. And they're coming. So let's just run. Let's try to find the spore, because that's really what I want to show off. So I showed that you can build stuff. Defenses. Ah, here's a spore. So here's a spore. So we gotta go run back to that location real quick. And we want to build a turret near there, but as you can see, it's so difficult to build when there's so many enemies. Let's run over there real quick. And you can block with your sword. Okay, so we took it down all the enemies that came in that wave, but you know, there's probably a whole lot more. But yeah, you can see some of the problems with this real-time strategy tower defense game. It's just maybe. Well, I guess I'll say first things first that this game has a lot of potential, and that's really cool. This game has a cool concept. Let's put it that way, but the execution is definitely very lacking. And you see some of the problems with this game. Obviously, dying hurts because you have to restart, and time is of the essence. You only have 9 minutes, so it is good that you can die and respawn, but it also hurts you a lot. Now, keep in mind, this is easy difficulty. Oh crap! Okay, it might. Well, what's going on? Oh, for whatever reason, I can't get my gun or my sword. Okay, finally, I'm able to get my sword. Okay, let me. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but for a while there, I couldn't get my sword, but now I'm able to get it. Let's run. Hopefully we can make a turret here. This will really help out a lot. So even though we died, we built a turret, so when we get there, it'll be much easier. We definitely probably want to build another turret. And you can see enemies can actually destroy your... Okay. So I think we're doing good. We found the spore, and we can probably build another. Or we might get killed trying to build that other turret. Jesus. Well, I guess it's no surprise that I'm not recommending this game. Again, this is actually easy, believe it or not, and it was kind of easy before this level. But before I was defending a certain point here, I'm actually having to go to that point, and just getting there is what's killing me. So I don't know if you're just supposed to build lots of defenses along the way. It doesn't seem like I really have enough money to do that. Yeah, let's run. Let's run. I think we can get to that first one at least. But, I mean, just, again, this game does have a lot of potential. A first-person wave shooter, tower defense game where you can build up forces and, you know, climb them and use a grapple hook. And you have several upgrade paths and all that. Sounds pretty exciting until you start playing it and realize just, you know, the enemy AI, the enemy wave patterns are not well thought out. I mean, how many enemies spawn? Jesus Christ. And it's like the turrets also don't seem to want to work. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but the... Okay, there we go. Alright, so now we can actually, I think now, grab the spores. Wait, how do we grab them? Mission failed. Better luck next time. What? Wait, what happened? So we got a better sword. So maybe with the better sword, we're able to kill enemies faster and have more success. So we failed. Return to menu. But as you saw, that even though this came out of early access, it feels like an early access game. And the reason why I didn't do a video when it first released back in 2021 is that the game was awful at that point. This is a much better game, so I'll give credit to the developers. You know, they improved the game a lot. And, you know, this game does have a cool concept. Like I said, there's several weapon unlocks. There's several different tower defenses, you know, where there are traps or turrets and whatnot. And there's lots of cool things that happen. You know, it's kind of like Fortnite, where you can build stuff and climb, and you can climb anything, and you can also use a grapple hook. And that all seems exciting, but it's all brought down because the main core system of combat is just awful. You know, enemies just blitz you from all sides. You're constantly having to fight them. You don't do enough damage. Again, obviously when you get upgrades, you'll be able to better take on that challenge. But I don't think that's a very satisfying result. When on easy, you're having to grind. Like I could see for some of the harder levels, maybe having to grind a bit. But when at the very start of the game, you're having to grind just to be able to do enough damage so that, you know, enemies aren't just constantly blitzing you on the way to a very simple objective, which is, you know, to get to the spore. And like I said, that level that I just showed it's very different than the previous levels where I was defending a certain point. Those were much easier to do because I could focus my defenses, you know, my turrets and whatnot. I could put like the walls to make it easier for me to take down enemies. That building level, unfortunately, you're just being blitzed from all sides, and it's very hard to get from point A to point B to defend that point and to take the spore. Because, like I said, you're just taking so much damage just getting there. And once you get there, you have to set up your defenses, and you can't because you're taking constant damage. So, again, not a very good system. Shooting, your weapons don't feel... basically, it feels outdated. It feels like a 2017 VR game with a lot of the game mechanics. You know, whether it's the weapon, whether even the building. You know, well, you know, I'll take that back. The building is actually pretty nice, but it's also pretty basic. I mean, there's some cool ideas. Like I said, it's kind of like Fortnite, and that's cool. But the maps are so open ended. You know, I like RTS tower defense games, but they need to be a little bit more strategic than this is. This is like just your blitz, and you just have to kill them fast enough in order to be able to do anything. That seems to be the strategy. So, and like I said, I do think that I chose the wrong class. Like, I chose the action class, but the problem there is that I'm not doing enough damage. There's mention of an upgrade, and maybe I need to do those upgrades. Evolve for the same type. So maybe I need to do this here. I actually don't know how to do this. Weapon slot. So how do I put this here? Do I put... And I haven't done this, so I haven't... Maybe you need to do this? Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of convoluted as well. Yeah, I don't know about that. So, at the end of the day, like I said, I cannot recommend this game. There's just too many issues. It has a lot of potential. Like, the concept is good, but the execution is not good. So I can't recommend this game. If I have to rate it, I would give it a 4 out of 10. As you saw from my gameplay, I was not having fun. You know, enemy AI was terrible. Enemies were just making a beeline towards me. And then you had snipers on the roof. And then you had, I don't know if you saw all the flying enemies, but there's also lots of flying enemies as well. And I just wasn't having fun at the end of the day. Like, I played tower defense games in VR that are a lot more fun than this one. This would be subpar. So I would rate it, again, a 4 out of 10. Again, this is early impressions, not a full review. And again, to give credit to the devs, the game is in a much better state than when I first played it in 2021. In 2021, I didn't want to do a video because it was that bad. And the devs have improved it a lot. But they still have a far ways to go for me to recommend this, because it really is subpar compared to other tower defense or real-time strategy games that I have played in VR. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.